Okay, you're up.
Mentioned the survey there. We've prepared a little video which will take us through some of the highlights of that work. And we have who is the founder of the Valuable 500. I think, we were talking a bit about this earlier upstairs, but I think to kickstart the conversation, we ought to
briefly comment on the results of the Twitter poll about the data. So you can look at the data, judge for yourself.
The key to inclusion is to give more and more of the means, the tools to be included, the skills, the abilities, the qualities to be included. That's still, again, extremely important. And again, we're still at a kind of relatively early stage of doing that.
In our journey about including folks and understanding the identities of folks and having them self-identify. One example is expanding your network beyond folks that identify the same way with you. Educating yourself on language and what words you use to be inclusive and how people, and come on everyone also to have a measure of grace. If someone gets it wrong, they use the wrong word. But in good faith,
Yeah.
that there has to be a measure of forgiveness. Those are some of the early steps.
I would prefer that we could have the Chief Belonging Officer instead of the Chief Diversity and Inclusion Officer, because I get more and more concerned about how we're segregating and categorizing our humanity in business and competing them against each other. And therefore, there is a kind of a hierarchy of exclusion and inclusion, and that's just absolutely crazy, and that's not helpful for belonging.
To your meetings, to having a workplace that's inclusive.
Data does make a difference. EY did some research for us now. Belonging is emotional.
They're simple, they're not fancy. Like it's really. Employees today expect more humanity from their job. We're now living one life, and we can talk about tech and is it because of tech, but the fact is we have one life. Work and life are one thing, and because of that, the expectations of what I get out of work have changed. And so to me, it's incredible that we're having this conversation first. And second, I would say, the idea, and you talked about, being included, we would call it conscious inclusion. And so bringing people, inviting them to the table and making sure that their voice is not just, heard, but welcomed.
Here, who is the founder of the Valuable 500.
All right, I'm going to thank my panelists, Becky Frankowitz, Ben Pring, Tony Profit, Caroline Casey, and thank you all of you for coming.
I want to see the whole thing from the enterprise point of view. In other words, companies need to continue, there need to be ongoing concerns, as we call them, so they need the employees to be happy and productive. So by giving them the belonging side of it, basically they make better business.
Let's say you come into the workplace and someone just doesn't understand the very
bottom line revenue.
More diverse teams bring more creativity to the table. We tend to learn from each other, and it's better reflective of our buyers. So they also tend to be more successful than less diverse cultures.